In this lesson, I'll be guiding you through hypothesis testing in a simple and easy to understand way. Let's get started. Hypothesis testing allows the population mean when the variance is known. Hypothesis testing is a procedure used by statisticians to determine whether or not to reject a statement about the population. Hypothesis testing is used in research, business, medicine, and more to test claims, like checking if a new medicine works better than an old one, or if marketing strategy increases sales. The following are steps for a hypothesis test. For a population mean when the variance is known, and the population is assumed to follow normal distribution. Step 1. State the null and alternative hypothesis. We start by defining two opposing statements. The null hypothesis assumes no effect or no difference, while alternative hypothesis suggests there is an effect or difference, or a change. Step 2. Choose the level of significance. The significance level represents the probability of rejecting the null hypothesis when it is actually true. Common choices is alpha is equal to 0.05 or alpha is equal to 0.01. If alpha is equal to 0.05, it means there's a 5% chance of making a wrong decision if we reject the null hypothesis. For example, the customer decides to use alpha is equal to 0.05, meaning they will reject the company's claim if the evidence is strong enough. Step 3. Compute the test statistic. Since the variance is known, we're going to use the z-test. Z-test is used when the sample size is greater than or equal to 30. And the formula for the z-test is equal to z is equal to sample mean minus population mean over population standard deviation over square root of sample size. Step 4. Determine the critical value or the p-value. The p-values tell us the probability of observing such an extreme result if the null is true. And if the p-value is small, p-value is less than the alpha, it suggests strong evidence against the null hypothesis. And step 5. Draw a conclusion. If p-value is less than the level of significance, reject the null hypothesis. And if p-value is greater than or equal to the level of significance, do not reject the null hypothesis. Example 1. The leader of Association of Jeepney Drivers claims that the average daily take-home pay of all jeepney drivers in Pasay City is 400 pesos. A random sample of 100 jeepney drivers in Pasay City was interviewed and the average daily take-home pay of all jeepney drivers is found to be 425 pesos. Use alpha is equal to 0.05 significance level. To find out if the average daily take-home pay of all jeepney drivers in Pasay City is different from 400 pesos. Assume that the population standard deviation is 92. Okay, step 1. We're going to state the null and alternative hypothesis. Since it is claimed that the average daily take-home pay of all jeepney drivers in Pasay City is 400, our null hypothesis is equal to population mean is equal to 400. And find out if the average daily take-home pay of all jeepney drivers in Pasay City is different from 400. For the alternative hypothesis, we use the sign not equal to because of the word different. So we have population mean is not equal to 400. For step 2, find the level of significance. In the given problem, the significance level is equal to 0.05, so our level of significance is equal to 0.05. And for step 3, we're going to compute the test statistic. Since the variance is known and the sample size is greater than or equal to 30, we use the z-test. Z is equal to sample mean minus population mean over standard deviation over square root of sample size. So let us identify the given. So our population mean is equal to per 100 and the sample mean is 425 because it's from the sample of jeepney drivers in Pasay City interviewed, and the average daily take-home pay of all jeepney drivers is found to be 425. So that is our sample mean. And for our population standard deviation, we have 92. And the sample size is 100 jeepney drivers over square root of 100. So let's substitute the given into the formula. So our formula is equal to sample mean minus population mean over standard deviation over square root of sample size. 425 minus 400 divided by 92 over square root of 100 is equal to 2.72. Then, let's proceed to step or determine the p-value. So we're going to draw a curve, then we're going to locate the critical region. Since in alternative hypothesis we use not equal to, it means it is two-tailed test. So we have the shaded region on the right and the shaded region on the left. Second, we're going to look at the computed z-value. The computed z-value is 2.72 and we're going to find the corresponding value on our cumulative binomial probability table. So we're going to find the row z. So we're going to look at the first two digits. The first two digit is 2.7. Find the column with the heading 0.02. And the corresponding value is 0.0033. Since it is two-tailed, we have the area on the left and we have area on the right. So we're going to add both the shaded region. 0.033 plus 0.033, the total area or the p-value is 0.0066. Then, for step 5, draw a conclusion. So, if p-value is less than or equal to the significance level or the alpha, reject the null hypothesis. If the p-value is greater than the alpha, do not reject the null hypothesis. Since our p-value 0.0066 is less than 0.05, reject the null hypothesis and accept the alternative hypothesis. Conclude that the average daily take-home pay of jeepney drivers is equal to 400 pesos. This result is considered to be significant at alpha is equal to 0.05 level.